Hello, everyone. Happy Monday and welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea. Today is Monday, May 12th, and I am your host, Auntie Derek. I think I need to start saying that now because we are on all of these wonderful platforms such as Spotify, Apple, Amazon. I'm so excited about that. But yes, I am your host, Auntie Derek, and I am going to bring you some tea that we're going to discuss today. And but first we're gonna start see some May mayhem, where we highlight some people that are causing some good trouble in society. And for today's May mayhem, we're actually gonna do something a little different. We're gonna highlight three people all at once, just because like even though me personally, I'm not a sports fan, but I understand that this is like a really big accomplishment in the sports world. Well, for any world, like because it has like Olympic proportions, but we'll get into it shortly. But hello, everyone. I hope you're doing well. And again, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you're listening to us and on what platform you're listening, whether that be auntiederek.com or one of the ones that I mentioned earlier. And again, hit up that email, auntie@auntiederek.com. We definitely want to hear from you. All right, so let me get this link. So this is actually from the official Olympics website of olympics.com. Now they actually highlighted like quite a few people in this article, but we're only going to talk about the black people that they've highlighted. But I just shared this article from Olympics.com, and you see where it says Serena Williams, Gabby Douglas, and Allison Felix lead 2025 U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame class. So, Olympic legends Serena Williams, Gabby Douglas, Allison Felix, Kerry Walsh Jennings, and Bode Miller lead the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame class of 2025. The USOPC announced Tuesday on May 6th. The inductees, which include 8 individual Olympic and Paralympic athletes, 2 teams, 2 legends, 1 coach, and 1 special contributor, will be honored in a special ceremony on Saturday, July 12th in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We're proud to welcome the class of 2025 into the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Hall of Fame and to honor the extraordinary accomplishments they've made as representatives of Team USA, said USOPC CEO Sarah Hirschland. This induction celebrates not only their remarkable performance and lasting impact, but also acknowledges the essential contributions of those who supported their dream is no small feat, especially given the incredible talent across this year's group of finalists. Considered one of the greatest tennis players of all time, Williams is a 4 time Olympic champion, having won the doubles title with Sister Venus 3 times at Sydney 2000, Beijing 2008, and London 2012. She captured the women's singles title at London 2012. The first African American to win the women's gymnastics all around gold medal, Douglas is a 3 time Olympic champion, having claimed team and all around golds at London 2012 and the second team title at Rio 2016. Felix owns 11 Olympic medals, including 7 golds. At London 2012, she was the Olympic champion in the women's 200 meter. Her accomplishments across 5 Olympic Games make her the most decorated woman in Olympic athletics history and the most decorated American track and field athlete. Walsh Jennings partnered with Misty May Trainer for a historic 3 in a row gold medal run in women's beach volleyball, taking titles at Athens 2004, Beijing 2008, and London 2012. With April Ross Walsh Jennings claimed the final Olympic medal of her career, a bronze, at Rio 2016. Steve Cash, sled hockey. Anita DeFrance, it says legend rolling. Susan Hagel, para archery and para track and field, wheelchair basketball. Flo Hyman, says legend indoor volleyball. Mike Krasuski, a coach, basketball. Phil Knight, special contributor, Nike founder. Bode Miller, alpine skiing. Marla Runyon, para track and field. And the 2010 four-man bobsled team. And the 2004 women's wheelchair basketball team complete the 2025 class. And then it says for more information on the USOPC Hall of Fame class of 2005, you can visit teamusa.com. So again, shout out to those people, but a special shout out to the three Black women that they've mentioned: Serena Williams, Gabby Douglas, and Allison Felix. Olympics, honey. The Olympics shouted them out on the page. The page. Yes. All right. Well, I think that's awesome. But that's enough sports ball talk for me, honey. Y'all know I'm here for the tea. So let's go ahead and get started with the tea. And like Chill would say, it's tea time. Baby, well, our first piece of tea, honey. The day is here. May 12th, the Sean Diddy Combs trial is underway. It is going on as we speak at this very moment. And you know who is giving us a really nice update? A really nice live update on the trial is People. Baby, I'm sharing the link here, from people.com. And y'all see where it says Sean Diddy Combs on trial, live updates. So, and they have been updating and they have been keeping us updated. And some of the things that we have learned so far, keep in mind, this has only been going on since what? Maybe did the court open up at 8 or 9 a.m. this morning? But baby, some of the stuff that we have found out already, I can tell you this is going to be a hell of a trial. So I'm actually going to begin how it says, 2 hours and 34 minutes ago. The opening statements expected to begin on Monday morning. Another update: the jury has been selected. So the jury has 12 people, and the jury consists of 8 men and 4 women. Oh, thank you so much for that, Queen of Happiness. Here's to a new week. Yes, indeed. Well, not for Diddy, honey. He about to have a hell of a week. So he has his jury selected. Again, 8 men, 4 women. It says 6 alternates were also selected. Of the alternates, 2 are women and 4 are men. So it looks like they have a predominantly male jury pool. It says during preemptory challenges, Combs' attorney Mark Agnifilo said that the prosecution had struck several Black potential jurors, though prosecutors denied that there was any bias, saying they have a very diverse group of jurors and they have been selected. One prospective juror was struck after describing multiple bad encounters with police. So yeah, I imagine a prosecutor, if you have like a sour taste in your mouth about law enforcement, you are the last person that prosecutors will want on a jury pool. So, so that's one update. An update from an hour and a half ago says prosecutors claim Diddy was on the hunt for Cassie after freak-offs. Says during opening statements, prosecutors attempted to paint Combs as the leader of a criminal enterprise that he used to strengthen his power. There was another side to Sean Combs, the entertainer. Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson told jurors, a side that ran a criminal enterprise. During this trial, you are going to hear about 20 years of the defendant's crimes. He had a team to help him: kidnapping, arson, drugs, and sex crimes. Johnson also zeroed in on alleged abuse perpetuated against Combs' ex-singer Cassandra Cassie Ventura. Johnson described an alleged incident during which Combs was allegedly on the hunt for Ventura, having allegedly forced her to participate in a freak-off and found out she was seeing another man. He told Cassie that he could release video of her having sex with male escorts, Johnson alleged. He broke into a man's home and he beat and blackmailed his girlfriend. And speaking of Cassie having sex with male escorts, there was another update, honey, and this was the most egregious one that I was like, damn, the shit just started. We going there already? So it says Diddy allegedly forced escort to urinate in Cassie's mouth, prosecutors claim. Prosecutors claim in opening statements that during one freak-off, Combs forced an escort to urinate in Cassie Ventura's mouth. Combs' ex-girlfriend felt like she was choking during the ordeal. Lead prosecutor Emily Johnson alleged the jury. Prosecutors allege Ventura, expected to be the government's star witness, was forced to participate in freak-offs because she knew she had no choice. And then another update: Diddy bribed hotel security guard with $100,000 following caught on video beating that the prosecutors alleged. So we kind of already knew that that was the case, honey. For him to be so cocky about, oh, I ain't never abused nobody. He knew he paid that person $100,000 and they destroyed that video. But the prosecutors are alleging that. And let's see. Another update: jurors learn about other witnesses against Combs. Let me just see if there's anything worth reading here. It says, one did Jane, a single mom who met Combs in 2020 and fell in love with him. Prosecutors say she participated in a freak off because she expected it to be a one-time thing, but it wasn't. Combs would allegedly not let escort use condoms while having sex with Jane. Another time, after she vomited, Combs allegedly said, "Go do it again." He allegedly used threats and video recordings to control her. Another time, Combs reportedly arrived at Jane's house in a rage. She locked herself in various rooms, but he allegedly kicked down the doors, ultimately kicking her to the ground. Also set to testify is Mia, Combs' personal assistant, who claims he sexually assaulted her. Also said to take the stand are an employee who will say Combs forced them into an SUV at gunpoint, and a chef who worked grueling hours procuring drugs for the mobile. Oh, he want to use guns and shit, honey. Okay, it looks like that was the latest update. Let me just refresh really quickly. Yep, so that was the latest update as of now. So, oh my God, baby, I'm telling you, the stuff that we are about to find out during this trial, you know, it takes a lot to shock me. So, even in so far, again, the trial has only been going on. The prosecutors and defense, they've only made their opening statements and it's only been 4 to 5 hours now at this point, and already we found out peeing in the mouth and he beating on other people. He done paid off $100,000 for to get rid of a video. This is going to be a disturbing and painful trial. Yeah, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And I really hate that Cassie is gonna have to relive a lot of this abuse. Because especially with her being their star witness, and remember she was the one who kind of who woke it up on that ass. Like well, I should say, because we all knew Sean Diddy Combs. We have heard whispers. I remember being in elementary school back in the 90s and hearing stuff about Sean Combs. So but Cassie was like the one who woke it up legally and sued his ass. And now we have it documented that his ass is a abuser, and it's the gun point. Now you force it. First you don't force people to have sex. They having sex without condoms. You forcing people to get into an SUV so you can have sex with them at gunpoint. Good Lord. It's always that Asian girl that will blow the whistle. Look, allegedly. You said that, not me, honey. But listen, it's not lost on me the pattern. And hey, look, continue doing what you're doing, girls. Great job. Well, that's that on that. So before and I'm sure I will keep you all updated on what's going on with the trial with future shows. But for now, that's all the update I have about the Diddy. Did anyone want to add anything before we move on? All right, well, our next story, honey, Lil Wayne. Child. I tried to tell y'all about them Libra men, honey. But I'm sharing a link here from the New York Post. And y'all see where it says Lil Wayne's girlfriend accuses him of abuse, dumping her via text on Mother's Day and called him diabolical. So Lil Wayne has been accused of physical and emotional abuse by his on and off girlfriend, model Denise Bidot. And if I'm mispronouncing her name, I truly apologize, but it's spelled Bidot. So it looks like Bidot to me. So that's what we're going to say. Bidot, who's 38, posted a message on her Instagram story Sunday claiming the rapper, who's 42, dumped her on Mother's Day. Breaking up with someone on Mother's Day is diabolical, she wrote. Prayers up, though. God always pulls me through. Walking with faith. Uh, what else she says? Bidot leveled more accusations against Wayne, including abuse claims, in 2 follow-up videos on her Instagram stories. Wayne literally kicked me and my daughter out on Mother's Day today, she claimed. I'm just recovering from surgery. I am 5 weeks I'm 5 weeks out from a whole mommy makeover. I can't even lift boxes. But this man has his assistants coming to help kick us out today and broke up with me on Mother's Day through text. Bidot, who shares daughter Jocelyn Adams with an ex, told her fans that she's absolutely unsure on how to even process my emotions, she added. If y'all got lawyer recommendations, please send them. I know he has 2 girls being flown in today, and who knows how many plethora of girls he has, she further claimed about Wayne. I've been nothing but supportive to this man, loved him to the end of the world. But like you literally flew me, uprooted me from New York City where I was living and brought me here for this bullshit, she added. Like, that's crazy, you guys. Like, these men really be taking advantage. Bidot additionally alleged that Wayne hasn't only emotionally abused her. This man has actually laid a fucking hand on me, she claimed. Like, nah, and I took it. And you know what's crazy is they always say we're so stupid for love. And I thought it was a mistake. I know other women he's put his hands on. At the end of the video, Bidot said she and her daughter were going back to Wayne's house and we're going to see what really goes down. This is absolutely crazy and a new low, even for him, she stated. The Post has reached out to Wayne for comment. Wayne and Bidot have been dating on and off since going Instagram official in June of 2020. At the time, Bidot shared 3 pictures of the couple kissing and wrote, somehow in the middle of all this madness, something special happened to us. The pair reportedly broke up over Wayne's support for Donald Trump in the 2020 election, but they got back together. After sparking marriage rumors in 2021, Wayne shut down the speculation that he and Bidot tied the knot during an Instagram live with Nicki Minaj. Child, messy, 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 honey. Messy. Ooh, I tried to tell you about them Libra men. Ooh, speaking of Libra men, hey, Hammy. Hey, BB. I hope you both. Oh, he said, bitch. I'm just saying, look, the proof is in the pudding, honey. You got this is a true Libra man kicking this girl out, kicking all her shit out, her and her daughter. Say, get your shit. He didn't even do it. He sent the assistants to go and do it. And said, get your shit out my house and go break up with her through text. He said, I love that Hammy comment. He said, fuck you and her. Oh, and BB, I have to publicly apologize to BB. So on a previous show, I think when we were talking about Waka Flocka and the swastika, we were talking about Waka Swastika Flame. And BB mentioned his mama was like, she a mess too. And I was like, no, we can't really blame her because I'm sure she tried to raise him to be right and stuff like that. Bitch, honey, BB sent me a video that gagged the hell out of me, honey, shut me up, honey, and showing her a video of Deb Atney as supporting Trump as well. I said, this bitch, like, why she got me out here looking stupid? Oh my God. I can't believe I defended her. But you know what? We look. This is what community is for. Thank you so much for bringing it to my attention, BB. And I'm sorry I doubted you. Now, I would say I won't do it again, but I will do it again because you're a Virgo man. And I don't know if you know Virgo man like I know Virgo men, but we'll just leave it at that. Look, no apology needed, but I'm the truth. And they gonna call me a trash Reese. Well, child, that's that on that. Lil Wayne said, get your shit, and get out. And broke up with her through a text. So, do we want to add anything about this Libra man before we go to the next story? All right. Well, oh fuck Wayne too. Ooh, I look. Yep, because he's all. Yep, he's also a Trump supporter, so we don't use him. And the hell with him for what he said about the Black Lives Matter movement with his silly ass. Anyway, well, y'all, the next story, Cameron, he is really shooting his shot. When I tell you he want him some Nia Long so bad, he can taste it, honey. So, I'm sharing this link here. 1 second. So from All Hip Hop, and it says Cameron still crushing on Nia Long, reveals dream jet date plans, honey. He a little he, he said, "Who? Oh, Cameron, honey." And he want him some Nia Long so bad. So we're gonna watch him talk about it himself in this quick. He got a 6 head. Oh my god. The pink thug. Yes, the very same, that iconic pink thug, honey. Yes. Oh, so I'm gonna share my screen. And we're gonna listen to him talk about talk about Nia Long and his dream date with her.
Still got a crush on Nia Long?
Always. That ain't never gonna go away. Am I ever gonna get with her? I don't know. She be giving me little shouts out here and there, little shout out to Nia, man. I seen when uh what's this them niggas TMZ ran down on it. They like, what's up with you? She's like, hey Cam.
Okay, I have to ask you, have you seen Cameron's DM? He said he sent you a DM over a year ago.
Hi
Have you
Cam,
seen?
hi Cam.
Hi Cam. That's all you have to say?
That made me tingle a little bit when she did that, man. So I'm always gonna have a crush on Nia Long, man. Will it be a realistic thing? Who knows, man? I wouldn't even, I would just like to take her to dinner one day. I'm not even going to bring what I got going on in her life, man. I wouldn't even do that to her, man. But if I could take
where?
Pardon me?
What place do you take her where?
No, I'd probably do lunch on the jet, get a chef. We just fly around and eat. Then we land back.
I think he meet.
I'm just telling you.
I am screaming at these comments, and you know what? Harry, I noticed that too. Like, is it just me or do them nails look clubs, honey? Them look like them club fingernails, baby. You need to go see a cardiologist. They said the video went out because it was foolery. Well, he said he want to take them teeth and he want to chomp on them big ass teeth, honey. Because I told you he done went to the orthodontist, and he said, you know what? What's the let me get the largest size you got. Let me get them teeth. And he want to use them large teeth to chomp right on Nia Long's coochie, honey. And you know what? Quiet as it's kept, Nia Long is with the shits. You see how she did that? Hey Cam, hey, getting all over her car. Hey Cam, and you know what she said? She did the same thing, something similar to J. Cole. When J. Cole, you remember in that song, No Role Models, when J. Cole mentions, what did he say? Something about Nia Long. My only regret that I could never get with Nia Long or something like that, he says. And Nia, she said, you can still get with it. But this was before she got married, of course, to that man. She said, gonna take a big bite out of her coochie and leave her with just a cooch. And then we have, I don't listen to that. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, God. Y'all are hilarious. But that's that on that. So I guess, because y'all don't listen to that, listen, I think he is going to, I think they're both single now. So, hell, why not? Get that dick, girl. Honey, speaking of getting that dick, honey. Baby, did y'all see Halle Berry? yesterday, honey, posted with her man. Woo, honey, you could tell that. Look, you could see her hair was all over the place. They just got finished fucking, and they about to go fuck again. They're gonna be fucking all Mother's Day, honey. She was saying "Daddy" all with that lube, exactly, honey. So you know it was gliding in like butter. So let me share this link here, child. This TMZ link. That girl, please leave us alone. Well, wait, now she wanted to glide in like butter for you too, honey. That's why she's talking about it. And little Van just looking at her, his bald and bearded ass, like just looking like he just put it down, honey. Look at this thumbnail. So I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna watch this video of her talking about that lube.
So, showed y'all how my day started, how my Mother's Day started. And now I'm going to tell you about, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to tell you about how my Mother's Day is going to end. You know, right?
Yes. I wish you hurry up, too.
First of all, we got our Let's Spin, because Let's Spin just came out in this cute little travel size. And so since we're in Cannes, France, I traveled with it for the first time. And we're about to give it a spin.
You about to can with Van.
Happy Mother's Day once again, everybody. I hope all of you are somewhere spinning.
Oh my God. I ain't never been so happy to have Mother's Day come to an end.
Baby. Look, that dick down. Look, you see it, honey. You know a man's dick is good when you was laughing at all his corny jokes. He said nothing in that video that warranted that kind of laugh. But honey, everything she said, she just giggling, her just tickled. Rubbed all up on this shit. That's how you know she is getting put through that mattress. And you know what? I'm not even hating. Halle, baby, you deserve. You continue to use your Let's Spin traveler size lube. You take it with you to France, Paris. He'll bring it back to the Americas. But honey, you ride Van's bald head till it glistens, honey. I'm happy for you. So look, I'm kind of jealous. Okay, he tore the berry juice out of that pussy. Okay. Child, he was touching her vagina under that cover. Y'all are hilarious. Oh God. Oh, y'all crack me up. But yep, I agree with everything y'all saying, honey. Get that dick, girl. I am not mad at it, Halle. So yeah, shit. And I'm gonna look up. Matter of fact, let me just do a quick Google search on that Let's Spin lube. Let's see how much that travel size cost. Is it budget friendly, or is it that expensive shit, honey, that they use out of like whale coochie or something like it? So you got to pay a little extra because it's whale coochie lube or something. I don't know. Let me see. Let's Spin gel. Okay, Let's Spin intimacy gel. $45. $45. Is this the travel size? It says 2 fluid ounces. Yes, I imagine that's a travel. $45, y'all, plus tax and shipping. But, okay, just like honey, that icon from Baby Boy, $40. Yeah, that lets Halle. I'm sorry, honey. We just gonna have to use spit, girl. I was like, I ain't got $45 to be spending on no lube, and I don't know how it works. And I get that lube, but it don't work for me. But then again, though, look with that kind of laughing that she had with them corner ass jokes, that might be worth it. That $45 for that Let's Spin, honey. The way she's look at her in that thumbnail, just smiling ear to ear, honey. Let's see. Oh, honey, you'll be done used it for the Boston ride. Oh God, you low class wench. Wow. You'll be done. Y'all just be reading me and this Christian coach. I don't appreciate it. Oh, we not talking about my Christian cooch, honey. We talking about Halle getting the husband with her lesbian, where her and Dan and his nipple is gliding in like butter. Yes, Christian. Well, honey, if that's it, does anybody have anything they want to add to this before we go to the next story? That's a cynic snatch. Wow. As in Christian Grey. Wow, what the hell is going on? Y'all are just dragging my cooch at it. Good Lord. Talking about let me report this podcast. No, bitch, let me report you, honey. Well, speaking of report, I have a little bit of an update. We previously talked about Finesse 2 Times and how he was arrested and charged with terroristic threats. Hold on, I'm sorry. What does it say? Pussy got more miles than a 93 Camry. Oh my God. Well, first of all, we don't talk about security questions on a recorded line. Let's start there. So don't mention any years of any cars, honey, or any make and models. How dare you? Anyway. Finesse 2 Times got his case dismissed. So I just shared this link from TMZ. You see where it says Finesse 2 Times terroristic threat case thrown out over lack of proof. So you're right. It's a Toyota Tercel. Okay, bless your coochie, honey. I know that's right. Well, enough about coochie. Now back to Finesse 2 Times, whose, I guess, face looks like a coochie if you have an imagination. Anyway, Finesse 2 Times can count a new legal win on his stacked docket. His wild terroristic threat criminal case from the top of the year has been thrown out. TMZ Hip Hop obtained court docs filed on Friday, May 9th, showing prosecutors moved to dismiss Finesse's case because the allegations couldn't be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. The judge signed off on the dismissal. Carl A. Moore, Finesse 2 Times' attorney, tells TMZ Hip Hop Mr. Ricky Hampton maintained his innocence from the onset of the case and justice prevailed today. We broke the story back in January. Finesse was accused of threatening to shoot a woman during an argument over King. The preteen boy Finesse had been attempted to take under his wing. And we actually talked about that on this show as well. Excuse me. His relationship with King has apparently soured. And now it looks like Finesse can put the case behind him. Child. They said, who is this Teeth? Oh my God. Well, Finesse 2 Teeth. He actually does not make bad music. I've twerked to a couple of his songs when they came on in the club. So, yeah. But he is very problematic. They said, we can't trust your judgment. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That is fair, honey. And you know what? Oh, and honestly, we can't trust it. I guess maybe I shouldn't say this on the recording line, but that judge who dismissed this case, I don't know. We can trust their judgment as well. Because, honey, if you know Finesse like I know Finesse, we'll just leave that there. You twerk to an accordion. You know what? You're absolutely right. Okay. Shit, if Steve Urkel could do it, why couldn't I? Because you remember how Steve Urkel loved him some polka, honey, and he stayed twerking, honey, to some old Roll Out the Barrel. Anyway, good night. Well, let's see. What next story do I want to talk about? This was a good one. Did you all get a chance to see? Give me some emojis or put it in the chat. Did y'all get a chance to see RuPaul's Drag Race All Star 10, or are you planning to watch? It's on Paramount Plus. Where is my good sis Chill and Big Booty Wheel? They could not make it today, but no and hell no. Okay. I absolutely am not watching. Wow. Okay. Well, damn, I guess maybe I should do this damn story. Good Lord. Well, anyway, on the premiere episode, they actually had Ice Spice as fuckaroo. Wow. They actually had Ice Spice as a guest judge on the show. And the top queens did a lip sync to her song. You know, you think you the shit, bitch, you're not even a fart. So Little Orphan Annie. Yes, Little Orphan Annie was one of the guest judges on RuPaul's Drag Race. Listen, I don't understand it either, but I'm also not a producer, so there's that. So I'm sharing this link from Hot New Hip Hop. Now, why is Ice Spice? She actually had one of the drag queens clap back at her on her Instagram, child. So I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop, Ice Spice's new feud. RuPaul's Phoenix claps back at rapper's icon comment. So Ice Spice's newest adversary is an up-and-coming reality star. That's shade right there, honey, because Phoenix has actually been on our TV school for quite some time now. She's not up and coming. But anyway, Phoenix, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 3 alum, had time this week, and she used it to check the Y2K creator with a sharp IG post. After getting love for a previous comment about the Bronx rapper, Phoenix doubled down with a mix of shade and receipts. She teased that she'll spill the rest of the tea later. She ain't pressed about not getting called an icon by someone who popped off one song about shitting and farting. Phoenix's career spans 25 years. Her name rings out not from the 3 minutes on TV, but from decades of grinding, producing shows, building community, and repping for the culture. So we're going to just watch. I'm going to share my screen really fast, and we're going to watch a little clip from the show. It's really like maybe 12 seconds, if that. But you will see, because Phoenix, long story short, did poorly on the challenge that they had. And Ice Spice was just like, for you to be an icon, I really didn't feel it. We just going to see it. Give me 1 second.
I hear you're a legendary icon, but tonight I don't think I would have been able to tell with how shy you were.
Okay. Yep. Great. Smiling.
Okay, she said with how shy you were, and Phoenix's reply to that, because of course, like fans and stuff were posting about it online. So Phoenix took to her Instagram and says this. Also, I appreciate the love from everyone about the Ice Spice comment. I'll comment more and tell the funny part about this later. But trust me when I say my 25 years of experience and decade of contributing to my community is what makes me an icon, not 3 minutes on a TV show. That being said, I'm perfectly fine not getting icon validation from someone whose fame has come from one song about shitting and farting. So basically, Phoenix said, don't come for her. Like, girl, she gave a valid critique from her perspective. Like, girl, put on your drag panties and move on. Yeah, I hear you, honey. But, I mean, I guess, I don't know. It's like, consider the source. Like, bitch, who is you to judge me? And the content of your, I don't know. Look, people only want to hear what's positive. You damn right, bitch. I don't want to hear shit negative. You absolutely right. Don't tell me. If you want to say some negative shit about me, say it behind my back and pray I don't find out about it. So, but you signed up for the show. Deal with it. Shut up, bitch. I hate when you write. Shut up. Anybody got time for you and your correctness up in this show today? Shut up. They say, no, bitch, I'm going to talk. Yes, and please, I encourage the talk, honey. And Auntie Darius Day Tati, we welcome all voices and opinions. Well, except for those who are like very right wing. You are not welcome here. Say, I could care less about little porta potty, Annie, or fetus. Oh God. Y'all are hilarious, honey. Well, I guess that's that on that. Next story. So, well, this next story is kind of crazy. Y'all know, again, I don't know sports until it intersects with hot topics, and that's what this just did here. So I'm sharing a TMZ link. And you see where it says Packer star Elgton Jenkins involved in strip club dispute and cops called to mitigate. Why is you fighting at the strip club? Atlanta strip club at that, honey. And you know Atlanta got like the baddest bitches in the strip club, honey, with ass everywhere, just clapping up and down to the ceiling, to the floor, from the windows to the walls. Anyway, Elgton Jenkins, the Green Bay Packers star who signed a $68 million deal in 2022, was involved in a tense dispute at a strip club last week that required a police presence to mitigate. TMZ Sports has learned the NFL offensive lineman and some of his friends hit up King of Diamonds in Atlanta around 11:30 p.m. on May 1st. And a short time after they arrived, they began quarreling with some of the establishment's workers. Jenkins and his crew had paid to get into the spot, but when it wasn't as lively as they were told it was going to be, they asked for a refund. A spat ensued, and there was apparently some difficulty in returning the money back to the footballer. The Forest Park Police Department was actually called out to the scene, and in body camera footage we obtained, you can see multiple officers arrive to get a handle on the situation. Fortunately, cooler heads ultimately prevailed, and the club gave Jenkins his money back. Cops left without having to make any arrests or issue any citations. Jenkins was picked in the second round of the 2019 NFL Draft, and he's played in 87 games for the Packers since. He's made 2 total Pro Bowls and is widely regarded as one of the best interior linemen in the NFL. He's not yet publicly commented on the incident. Okay. Forest Park. Okay. Well, I'm not really familiar with if I have been to Forest Park when I visited Atlanta. I don't remember, but I'm not. Is this like a risky area? Very. Oh, okay. They say you be a good fit there. You know what, bitch? Fuck you. Well, you know what, you're right though. I do love hood shit. I love hood shit, honey. And apparently so does Elgton. But now strip clubs give refunds. Like, I feel like you not having a good time is not the strip club's fault. I mean, unless they promise, because they don't really have the specifics in here. But unless he was promised like maybe certain number of bottles or celebrity guests or something like that, or a celebrity stripper that will be there, I don't see how. Yeah, that's my question. Okay, so you see where I'm going with this. It's like, how are you expecting your money back for renting a VIP booth, but you not having a good time? So now you ask for a refund. And the club actually ended up giving him the money back. So maybe there was something there. Maybe the club promised him something or them something, and it just didn't happen. And when they say fighting the employees of the establishment, I imagine probably the security, because I know they ain't fighting no bartenders. Well, that's that on that, child. He got his money back, so I guess. Well, speaking of not getting money back, but trying to make some money. Remember, we previously talked about Bobby Shmurda, and he allegedly had to cancel his tour because he was making an average of 10 tickets per city. They said, I'm sure they made enough. Yeah, this is legit. Tour. Yes, but tour. Bobby Shmurda was going on tour, but it was canceled. But you know what? He's actually still working on a mini tour, and he's not down. He's still grinding, and we're gonna watch a little clip of him. And he had some words to say for like the bloggers that talked about his situation. I'm sharing this link from Hot New Hip Hop. And say he could perform with Netta and Charles. Oh my God. Y'all are hilarious, honey. But give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to watch him talk about it.
We got a mini tour coming up on be releasing soon. I want y'all to get ready for that. And I also want to apologize to all the blogs. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I shot somebody's sister when I was growing up. I don't know if I shot somebody's brother. I don't know if I robbed somebody when I was growing up. But this week, and the next week, I'm gonna be posting a lot of things that we're gonna be doing, and I do want some support from the blogs. Not that support that the all the support that I'm getting from, like, academics, no jumper, motherfucking Angelina Jolie, no, whatever the fuck her name is. You know what I'm saying? Because
on the other news, we have
Okay, then the rest of the video is just the person who posted this video giving his commentary on it. So we don't want me to really get into his commentary too much. But my question is, okay, good for him for wanting to grind and still make a name for himself, still staying relevant and stuff. And he says that he wants the blogs to talk about, if you're gonna talk about me, talk about the good shit too. My question is, why can't any of these people say Angela Yee's name? Why do they have a hard time saying that girl's name? He said, not Angelina Jolie catching the straight. Exactly. Her name is Angela Yee. She has been in this industry way too long for y'all to not know how to say her name right because she's irrelevant. Oh my God. No, she's not. Angela Yee is far from irrelevant. Up to the point where she's still doing her thing on Way Up with Angela Yee. He needs my pussy on his jaws. Okay, I'm so glad that you said that, because when I was looking at him talking, I'm like, why am I feeling things? Now, usually I tend to be into older men, but it was just something about the way he was talking. I say way down with Angela. Leave that lady alone. Yeah. Bobby is looking. Yeah, I mean, if I had a glass of wine, let's see, I would have planted myself right on his head. Wow. Yeah, I see it. You're not crazy, but I see it. Well, does anybody want to add anything about Bobby, his grinding and his mini tour that's coming up? And he says that once he has all the details, he'll announce it. Hopefully he'll stop by your city, Hammy, and maybe he'll, Shmurda that bus. Moving on. Oh, okay. Well, speaking of Shmurdering the bussy, there have been rumors. Now, are y'all familiar with rapper Toosii? Just give me some emojis. Have y'all heard of him, or sounds familiar? Okay, now you probably have heard of him. Okay, I have one thumbs down. So I know I have certainly heard of him. Well, one, he even though I believe he was born and raised in New York, he has roots in Raleigh, North Carolina. So like he reps Raleigh. And I remember first discovering him, like he was performing at J. Cole's Dreamville Festival like a couple of years ago. North Carolina trash. Shut up, ho. Nothing from North Carolina is trash. Okay, how dare you? Well, I bring Toosii up because, well, one, he has had like the summer that any new artist could hope for. His song, even though I couldn't stand that damn song, it was called Favorite Song, oddly. It was not my favorite song, but it kept playing the shit on the radio, and they kept acting like they didn't have anything else to play. And it was just, to me, it was just very slow and depressing. But a lot of the kids loved it. And he's very popular. So anyway, there have been whispers about Toosii being gay or being on the DL. So do your story, Dr. Shut up, bro. There have been stories about Toosii being gay, allegedly. So I remember first seeing like whispers of it when Asian Doll, the rapper Asian Doll, she was actually going on a back and forth with Toosii's girlfriend, or I don't know if that's his fiance, but Asian Doll pretty much, she was like, you worry about your nigga on the DL or something like that. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But anyway, Toosii addresses this when he was on Ari Fletcher's show. because there have been rumors that Toosii is actually in a secret relationship with famous hairstyler Eric and Tay. So the kids are slow and depressing. Leave the kids alone. So I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop, and y'all see where it says here, Toosii and Ari Fletcher addressed the rapper's craziest rumor, claiming to be with Eric and Tay. So we're gonna just watch this clip really quick, and we're gonna see them talk about it. Give me 1 sec. Let me share my screen.
What's the wildest rumor you ever heard about yourself?
You want to know the wildest thing I ever heard about me? Real shit.
What?
And I don't need to be speaking on this shit because, like, all jokes aside, I'm a man, so like, I don't even be playing these type games. The wildest shit I done heard about me is that I mess around with Tay. Oh my son, I swear to God, you laughing? That shit's not funny, man. For real, man. Come on, man.
Tay, what? Don't you mess with my best friend? I'm gonna fuck you up. You ain't ready for this? What I'm about to tell you right now.
Man, what? Man?
This is house we in. I never heard that.
I'm gonna tell you how to like, and this how I know, like, you know, but you know who made it though?
Who?
Made the rumor that IG page.
But how they come up with you and Tay mess around?
I'm in the airport. Like I caught him in the airport.
You stop cooking. I need to get into this.
And I said, nah, because this shit really crazy. Because I ain't gonna lie, like that's I swear to God, that shit blow me. I caught him in the airport. I'm like, and I do what a real nigga do. Man, do my mom here. I'm finna pay you to do my mom here. I make a video. Tay, I just gave you this money to do my mom here. Well, next thing you know,
said y'all talk.
I'm like,
yeah, he don't talk to Tay because Tay would have told me.
Man, I'm my son.
You said enough with the gay allegation.
That's just like real talk though. That's one allegation. I do not play like, and it's like it's a messed up spot to be in.
Yeah.
Because it's like, as a man, you can't really speak on it because it's like then they gonna think it's
and
you can't not speak on it because then it's like, okay, what the fuck going on? So I used to catch myself going back and forth with people 24/7. So I just tell you that when I just heard her. Like,
Tay.
I'm like, oh man, I swear to God, I thought that was on your little question shit.
No, that was not on my fucking deck of cards. Okay, and I never heard that. I never seen that.
Like,
I never heard that.
They be trying to flip it, like, and make niggas seem like they like homophobic and shit.
They make you seem like you homophobic?
I'm just saying, like, you know, niggas in the game in general. Yeah. Bro, I don't got no problem with gay people. I swear to God, my brother, like, blood brother.
Yeah.
Gay.
Maybe it was your brother who was fucking with
That's what I'm saying. It might have been him. Real shit. Might have been big, bro.
Y'all stop playing with Toosii saying that made me say.
Nah, that's my nigga though, and I really fuck with Tay though.
Yeah,
that's my
Tay's
nigga.
a great guy. That's my best. No, that was not in my deck of cards.
No. What makes them seem like they're homophobic? Because they are. Let's call a thing. So, a couple of things, honey. A couple of things. I know now. I don't know if y'all was watching this video like I was watching this video. Now, to the untrained ear, you know, there was nothing. You know, they wouldn't think of anything what he said. But to a bitch like me, who has been in this life for a very long time and who has been with DL men, I can tell you, honey, where there's smoke, there's fire. So, first of all, nobody is going to go accuse you of being gay because you went up to a famous gay hairstylist and asked him to do your mom's hair and you paid him to do your mom's hair. You think that's where the rumor came from? No, boo. People looked at how you and Tay was interacting. Now, Tay has actually denied this. He denied these. Like, I'm telling y'all, this has been going on for a minute now. Because Tay actually denied the rumors that he was messing with Toosii back in 2020. Put it on his Instagram. And matter of fact, I have something here. And another thing, Ari. Now, I don't know about y'all, but you know, my female friends who are straight, my straight cis hetero friends, honey, the girls, I'm not sharing a lot of my sexual encounters with him, especially if it's a DL man. So no, Tay would not tell you if he and Toosii were messing around because he don't want one, these DL men will kill you. Let's start there. But two, no, he's not gonna tell you that for you to run back and run your mouth on your show. Absolutely not. But Toosii has actually been talking about his sexuality for quite some time now, and it's kind of sad that he has to do that unless he was a messy gay. Now, from what I've seen of Tay, he's not a messy gay. You're right, because messy gays do shit like that, but Tay is not. He's usually all about his money and stuff. From what I've seen of him, like I've only seen clips of him on social media. Then I know he was on that show, the Impact Atlanta, which I really didn't watch much of, but from what I've seen, he just seemed like he was cool. But give me 1 second. But I just shared this link. This is an old article that I'm sharing from Yahoo that tells the story by way of Blavity, where Toosii talks about the gay rumors, and he says like being gay is not an insult. But one thing I noticed about him, he has a tendency to bring up his son anytime those gay rumors are afoot. So it's like almost like he got pretty lit. You a mess. No, he's a nice looking guy. Yeah, he is. But where there's smoke, there's fire, honey. I'm sorry. Yeah, this man may be straight as a line. I have no proof that he's not. But I'm just saying, baby, I just saw some red flags, and I was listening to what he was not saying rather than what he was saying. How they feel on some, oh my God. But always bringing up that son. He said, oh, my son. Did try to compare himself to Dennis Rodman. Talking about black men like Dennis Rodman is known to have pushed boundaries when it comes to unisex looks in the 1990s. You were not Dennis Rodman. You could barely even make a song that don't get on my nerves, because I can't stand that favorite song, and I can't stand that shit that he got with Money Long, honey, that I Do song. And they just keep playing it on the radio. But I'm glad that, black people are getting play on the radio. Anyway, that's enough. That's that on that. Does anybody want to add anything before we go to the next story? Y'all, well, we can move on. Y'all probably gonna want to move on after this shit too, honey. Ugh.
Well, I was gonna say, Derek, what Hammy pointed out in the chat, it's a double-edged sword, right? Because a lot of times, if somebody speaks on, I'm not gay, but I'm cool with gay people, then we get the response, oh, child, they gay. But then if they don't speak on it, then, it's so much red tape around how to respond to that. But, who cares at the end of the day? Right? And I hate when screaming on my son. Well, I mean, your fans are trash.
Yep.
And I really like when Tank came out and he was like, hell yeah, I performed at the Pride event because it's check, it's money. They fuck with me too. I'm like, do what you gotta do. You don't have to succumb to that foolishness. But if you are, then you are. But I'm like, girl, she's talking about, I already talking about she didn't had it on her cue card. She lying. You had that man in that man's house cooking up. You was gonna ask that question, old lying heifer.
Wake it
And that's
up.
my problem.
Okay.
That's my problem with most black women is we are their biggest supporters, but they will set us up in a heartbeat when it comes to something like that. Because as soon as he said, "What's the wildest thing I heard?" and he was like, "Oh yeah, me being messing with Tay," I'm like, girl, that was messy. Let's read between those lines, honey.
Exactly. I had a nerve to say, he didn't tell me. He's not gonna tell you because I'm sure he done seen that reaction before.
There you go. But it's unfortunate that you can't speak against allegations or anything like that because people are gonna perceive it as one way. But child, even if he was, my pussy ain't moving. It ain't jumping.
Well, yours is a Bahamix. It sure is, honey. So I believe
you leave my friend pussy out of this.
Between him and Bobby Shmurda, honey, that pussy's gonna get tattered, honey. You gonna need some ice. Look, mine did a little butt off. See? Little pussy hopping, honey. Good Lord. Try to put some ice on that cooler. Well, that's that on that, honey. This next story, I actually hate to have to talk about it, but it's in the news, so we gotta talk about it. Moving forward, we gotta call him Dr. Boosie, y'all. Dr. Boosie Badass. Ugh, child. I just shared this link from Vibe. Boosie becomes emotional after receiving 2 honorary doctorates. Now, usually I would celebrate a man like Boosie because for him, from his, his upbringing, from what his story is like, really, it's a really tragic story, really. And for him to go from to being a high school dropout to receiving 2 honorary doctorates, this is like no small feat. But because it's Boosie, fuck him and his doctors, and fuck the school that gave it to him. He said, I ain't got to call him shit. Okay, fuck him. Diabetes should take his foot. And then he said, oh, well. Well, Boosie, born Torrance Ivy Hatch Jr., was presented with 2 honorary doctors during a festival performance on Saturday, May 10th. Complete with a cap and gown ceremony on stage and fresh off a courtroom loss the day prior, the controversial rapper was awarded with honorary degrees in music composition and music management from Kingdom Heritage University. You have carried your story raw, honestly, said the presenter. Your pain has not been wasted. Your platform has a purpose. Your legacy is just beginning. We know your name as Lil Boosie. Heaven will know you as Dr. Hatch. I just want to thank you. I really appreciate it. I ain't never received nothing like this, Boosie exclaimed. The following day, the Baton Rouge native became emotional on Instagram while speaking on the sentimental feat after losing the appeal in his firearm possession case from 2023. He was arrested after being caught with a firearm on Instagram Live and was subsequently charged with possession of a weapon by a felon. Prosecutors successfully appealed the case, overturning the prior dismissal. I'm gonna be fighting these people again, these feds, but I got my faith up, Boosie expressed. And it's crazy because I was down Friday, and yesterday is Saturday. Heritage University made me a doctor. That's how God works. Like, I'm a doctor, Dr. Hatch. I'm a doctor, dog. This shit crazy. This shit feel like I wanted to cry. He added, one thing happened and they can never take this away from me. One thing happened, another blessing coming. We normal people. We're going to be going through it just like y'all. The 42-year-old later shared a photo of his youngest child to mark the celebratory occasion. Pretty girl, honey. I hate that your daddy is trash. And let me look up this university. So this sounds like a divinity school. Hold on. Let me look it up. Kingdom Heritage University. It sure is. Kingdom Heritage University is a Christian university and seminary with the mission to train leaders for the Christian community, and it's located in Kissimmee, Florida. Child, see, this is what I'm talking about, honey. Look, ICDC college. Look, even ICDC got more sense than this, honey. If y'all think Boosie Badass will be a good leader to your Christian cause, you think he would be a good girl. Let me go on to the next story. Anybody want to add anything?
No.
Okay. Well, this next story, honey, is a mess, child. I don't know if y'all saw over the weekend, but DMX's ex-wife, y'all know Tashera Simmons? She's been talking, honey. Now, one thing she's been talking about, she said that DMX's mistress, who happened to have been a witch doctor, or she sent a witch doctor over to the house. You know how dick so good, honey. You want to use voodoo to get a nigga, honey? I know that's right. So I just shared this link from Hot New Hip Hop. DMX's ex-wife alleges that his girlfriend sent a warlock to her house to stop her prayers. So Tashera Simmons has been very open about her previous marriage to the late great DMX. Although they went through many bumps in their relationship, she continued to pray for them to be well and for them to individually thrive, which allegedly ruffled the feathers of his then girlfriend. Tashera recently appeared on the Hardly Initiated podcast, where she spoke on her belief that DMX lost his soul before passing away. However, she also revealed that her belief that his girlfriend had sent a warlock to Tashera's home in order to stop her prayers. This is Simmons' story as caught on the Art of Dialogue on Twitter. While living with her children, one night she felt a presence into her room. Tashera spoke to her pastor about it, who advised her to rebuke the presence whenever she felt it. Eventually, she allegedly saw a man manifest in her room, and later called upon her pastor to help. It was when the pastor saw a picture of DMX and Tashera that told her about her suspicion. The pastor alleged his girlfriend sent a head witch to her house in order to stop the wife's prayer, which is very powerful. Then she gave her some instructions for a psalm reading that would hopefully keep the warlock away. Since then, Tashera has become a prayer warrior. X was such a brilliant man that he was so connected with God, but you can't have one foot here and one foot over there, Tashera Simmons remarked concerning DMX. Not with the calling on his life that he did. He chose to be over here and over there, with the devil and in heaven. I saw that you cannot play with the devil. He's not powerful. He's only what you give him. And that's what I said. He stepped out. I used to try to figure this out. How would such a strong man in God who knew who he was, who knew who God was, fall short like that? DMX's ex-wife recently released the book Dying to Self, a self-help guide about letting go and letting in. To hear these reflections on the legendary rapper is a bittersweet but compelling experience. I guess, child, honey, it sounds like religious psychosis to me. I'm sorry. You said, okay. You said that and said you saw a dark figure in your room. You go to your pastor. You say, hey, I saw a dark figure in my room. You then somehow the pastor gets a picture of you and DMX. The pastor, oh, well, you know what? His girlfriend, the lady he dealing with, she sent the witch doctor over to your house, honey. She's stopping your prayer. So you need to do a psalm reading. I wonder how much that cost her. Hint, hint. I wonder how much she had to pay for that. Hint, hint. Allegedly. Because you know how the churches do. Allegedly. But honey, praying on this woman's face. And now, because of this ordeal, she's a prayer warrior. Child. I told y'all, honey, that crystal fascism, it is here, baby. They is really, we gonna see a lot more Christian related stuff. You're gonna be like, why is that? You're gonna see a commercial talking about a church, like way more. They're gonna be eating a bucket of chicken. Then they'll say something, have this chicken in the basement of your church. The church of sponsored by the Church of Latter-day Saints or whatever the fuck, child. I'm telling you, we need to be really, really afraid. But that's enough of my rant on crystal fascism for today. I'll do it again tomorrow around the same time. But yeah. So do y'all believe that a witch doctor was sent to Tashera's house, honey? They weren't even together, and she said that this mistress got upset that Tashera was praying and then gonna send a witch doctor. I believe that. I don't care. Okay, well that's fair. Oh, child. Well, I got 2 more stories left. And to be completely honest, I don't think y'all are gonna care about these stories that much either, to be quite honest. But we still gonna talk about them. This one, this one is about my man. So he's actually distancing himself from Bangum Smurf, honey. Ooh, not mute. So I just shared this link from All Hip Hop. 50 Cent shuts down gang ties amid Bangum Smurf UK's asylum plea. Child. So 50 Cent slammed any suggestion of gang affiliation Sunday after a British tabloid linked him to former G Unit member Bangum Smurf, who is now seeking asylum in the United Kingdom. The hip hop and entertainment mogul posted a screenshot from The Sun on Instagram showing Smurf, real name Daniel Caliste, who reportedly landed in the UK early this year, claiming he needed safety from gangs in his native Trinidad. While his asylum request is under review, Smurf is reportedly staying in a government-funded hotel, a detail that stirred controversy amid the UK's tightening immigration policies. 50 Cent wasted no time separating himself from the situation, claiming he hadn't spoken to Bangma Smurf in 23 years. I hate that my name is attached to this, he wrote on Sunday, May 11th, adding, I in no way have any association or connection to gangs. I am not gang. He capped off the post with a jab, and to you tough guys, happy Mother's Day. Smurf, who was also deported to Trinidad from the United States after serving time for his role in the shootout, has recently popped up on UK podcasts and even posed with British aristocrats at the House of Parliaments. Once a G-Unit affiliate, Smurf's relationship with 50 Cent soured decades ago, leading to a long-standing public feud. Their falling out has been well documented, but this latest headline dragged 50's name back into the mix, something he clearly wasn't thrilled about. So, yeah, that's that on that. He said, keep my name out this bullshit. So, and you know, one thing he is, this is 50 Cent is a trash man, but one thing he is a liar. So he said he's not gang affiliated. I believe him. So he is very open and honest about his being trash. And we gonna end if there's nothing else, because I know y'all can't stand this man. So if there's nothing else, we can go on to our last story. So Christopher Schwarzenegger, he opens up about his dramatic weight loss. And baby, he looks like a totally different person. He better work. So I just shared this link from People. And you see where it says Christopher Schwarzenegger, and I'm just going to give y'all a warning ahead of time. This name is going to tear my ass up, honey. I have always had trouble saying Arnold's name, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like I have to say it really fast for it to sound right. But anyway, so his son Christopher opens up about his dramatic weight loss transformation, saying that he tried everything. And y'all will be... The thing that he says helped him with his weight loss journey, I'm actually in a position, at a place in my life that I don't want to hear this shit because I actually love what he had to cut out. But anyway, Christopher Schwarzenegger is getting candid about his dramatic weight loss transformation. On Saturday, May 10th, Christopher, the son of Arnold and Maria Shriver, spoke at the inaugural Beecher of Vitality Happy and Healthy Summit in Los Angeles about getting into shape. He shared that the process has taken him more than 5 years. It was a big process, the 27-year-old said during a panel discussion with Shriver, Kelly Osbourne, and the event's host, Jeff Beecher, who was also celebrating his own 250-pound weight loss. I started in 2019 when I was living in Australia. I was on this big trip. I made it a big deal, like, oh, I'm going to go out and do all this stuff, be in Australia, and I just saw how much my weight was prohibiting me from doing the everyday activities. I was like, I want to go skydiving, and my friend was like, yeah, no shot. I was like, yeah, I can't skydive, he recalled. According to Christopher, his insecurity about his weight dates back to his high school years when he would bring customized lunches to school to help him eat healthier. I tried everything. I was doing meal delivery things in high school, and I remember feeling like a weirdo when I was bringing weird lunches to school, he shared during the panel discussion, which marked one of the first times he spoke publicly about his weight. It's not an overnight thing, but it took a lot of trial and error, the University of Michigan graduate added. And still to this day, we're saying, oh, before and after photos, I don't feel like I'm an after yet. I don't feel like I'm at that point. Many fans first became aware of Christopher's weight loss when he made an appearance in West Hollywood, California last month and was photographed going out to dinner in a slim-fitting navy blue shirt and khakis with his brother Patrick Schwarzenegger. During Saturday's panel, Christopher shared that giving up one food item during a religious occasion helped him lose 30 pounds in the span of less than 2 months. Here's where it gets tough, y'all. Weirdly enough, I gave up bread for Lent. He said of the 40-day Christian religious observance. I don't know if anyone's Catholic in here, but I gave up bread for Lent. I was like, well, if I'm giving up bread, I might as well just take the opportunity. And I'm a good Catholic boy, so I'm not going to break it. He recalled. And that was my one rule. I was like, I'm not going to break Lent. And so I lost 30 pounds just through that. Schwarzenegger Schwarzenegger appeared at the event alongside keynote speaker Kelly Osbourne, who credited Beecher for helping her stay motivated throughout her old health journey. And to be honest, I really don't give a fuck about what Kelly Osbourne had to say about anything, so I'm not even going to read her quote. So that's that on that. So he said he had to give up bread, honey, but because he gave up bread, he lost 30 pounds in 2 months. Child. But it was because of Lent that helped him do that. So again, you remember I said about crystal fascism, how we're going to be seeing religion incorporated in everything that we see or hear. Mm-hmm. But I'm happy to hear that he's on his new journey. Congrats to him. He looks great. I know y'all can't see the thumbnail from what I posted. I can share my screen really quick and we can y'all can kind of see this before and after. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He don't see a before and after, baby, because clearly he don't have a mirror. There is a clear before and after. Look like two different people. Child, please. I don't know who you trying to fool. Well, anyway, y'all, that's all the tea that I have for us today. So before we head out and before I go watch my stories, did anybody have any tea that they want to share or any tea that I might have missed? Oh, thank you, boo. I love when you put good show. The show is good, but it's always better when you're here. And thank you all for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. But in the meantime, you all have a fabulous rest of your day. Oh, and don't forget to email us at auntie@auntiederek.com. So until tomorrow, y'all have a fabulous one. Bye.